wire boy.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? These boys can't be trusted. I don't need to hear any more. They cannot be trusted. Hello and meow do you do? Welcome back to another video. It is I, Saphwyn, the silly NochuVTuber, and today I am bringing you every single Warhammer Space Marine Legion in a nutshell. This video is brought to you by Bricky. As always, the original video is linked down below, so go support Bricky if you haven't already. I'm super excited to dive back into Warhammer with you guys. I absolutely loved learning about all the factions, and I love that it was the origin of Grimdark. I didn't realize that it was the origin of Grimdark, and I absolutely adore like modern day Grimdark. So I'm excited to dive back in. I'm excited to learn about it and excited to learn. I'm just excited to learn, and I'm super happy to learn about everything. And remember, if you want my anime reactions, I mean full uncut versions, full access, early access, exclusive content, all that fun stuff, I do have a Patreon, so go check it out. The link is down below, and it is the best way to support the channel. So thank you so much. And let's dive on into the video, shall we?
To the people on the internet,
Us.
the time has come. The reckoning begins. Your boy
The reckoning
got himself a shaker cup.
Hey yo! Love that.
After many months of shilling gamer subs like mad, my favorite thing to do, we have ourselves a goddamn shaker cup. It's here, the official Bricky waifu shaker cup. Do you see the gal on here? If it's not great at focusing, I'm sure there'll be a thing in the background. Skater, put a thing in the background. Long white hair, absolutely. A bit more toned, abs, obviously. Bikini, hit it. Legally distinct mark on the face, of course. She wants you to do the diddle thing, maybe, but most likely to serve in a glorious army.
I love how he actually thought his waifu out this deeply for his cup. I love that for him.
Legally distinct?
Fantastic.
I think so. The Bricky Shaker Cup is available now, and
Heck
you should
yeah.
get it while it is hot. But if you're thinking, Bricky, what should I put in this? Well, how about my top 10 favorite gamer subs flavors?
Oh, here we
From
go.
number 1 to number 10, all of them incredible, but listed regardless, and an addendum for those that are caffeine free. This shaker cup is available now in the description of this video. You may use code Bricky as well at checkout to get a discount on your order. A massive amount of profits goes to yours truly, and a huge thank you to gamer subs for sponsoring and for getting me this beautiful cup. Go out there and get it.
I was gonna say, guys, we always love supporting our favorite content creators, right? Am I right or am I right?
I'm gonna take one more sip for the camera. Slow it down.
I really like his cup though. I like how it's on brand with him, and you guys are saying that it's a Sister of Battle similar themed, and I love that. Super on brand.
Sexy music in there, and I'll see you guys soon.
Bye, gamer. I'll see you in like 2 seconds. Yo, chug that. Yes. Perfect.
Hello, everybody. My name is
Nailed
Bricky,
it.
currently stuck in the walls of the most prodigious school in the Imperium by punishment for falling asleep during class. God bless the Skull of Progenium. Many of you have come across my Every Faction Explained video. Firstly, thank you. Secondly, we are here to dig a little deeper. Space Marines are the quintessential poster boys of Warhammer 40,000. When people think 40K, they think Space Marines. But
Chat, who would win? 1 Space Marine or 100 gorillas? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I had to.
But there are many types of Space Marines, formed from 20 separate legions. We are going to rattle them off in order and give you a quick rundown of each one. A disclaimer, like in my Every Faction Explained video, this is a mix of accuracy and memes. If I say the Salamander's Legion specializes in hugging children and petting puppies, they aren't exactly doing that. Mostly.
Mostly. Correct.
I would like to pet this creature.
But you can infer that they care about civilians and are a bit kinder than the average Space Marine. A Space Marine being a genetically modified super soldier that's had 1 million new and terrifying organs shoved into them, refrigerators strapped to their bodies, and are so far above the average human that they are referred to as demigods instead. Each Space Marine has a father, unlike you, a primal, which is basically an even
He did not just throw that in there. He did not just throw that in there.
Bigger space marine
God
that was
damn
forged
it.
in a lab by the god emperor of mankind, that gigantic golden dude you see everywhere, who is both the leader and now the martyr of humanity. The Primarchs are his 20
perfect.
sons, built in a lab, who lead 20 legions of space marines, who are their sons, not from a lab, but rather a dissection table, giving them the powers and skills of their associated Primarch via a gene seed, a special organ carrying the genetic makeup of their Primarch and, you know, their seed. So if Jagatai Khan of the White Scars
That's
has
crazy.
the genetic makeup that wants him to go really, really fast,
So
then his
you're
son-
telling me I can put my biotechnology degree to good use and we can start making space marines? Is this what we're telling me? All right, chat, line up. We're making space marines. Perfect.
the Space Marines also want to go really, really fast. I should note that I am only referring to the legions this time around. If you're interested in sub-factions like, let's say, the Black Templars, then it's not going to be here.
Oh, we're gonna have to
However,
watch this one
I do have
too.
an excellent Black Templar video. I'd argue it's probably the most accurate one I can think of. It goes through the whole lore, everything about them. It's a very long video, and I'll put it in the description. Just look up Black Templar video in the description. You'll get what you need. And now, with the easy explanation out of the way, let us begin with our first Legion.
Dark Angel. Oh, we're starting off with a banger.
Dark Angels.
Okay.
Allegiance, loyal.
Why is he so smug about that? No, why? No. They're not loyal. Look at that little smug face of his. Ain't no way that they're loyal. Yeah, I was like, ain't no
Ryan
way.
L. Johnson, a duelist, a knight, a real asshole, I'm not gonna lie. The single word descriptor, paranoid. The Dark Angels are our first legion, hailing from the death world known as Caliban. Their Primarch, Ryan L. Johnson, is what happens when you try to make the side profile Chad meme into a genuine character. He is a master tier duelist, a brilliant strategist, and an overall dick. There are few situations he isn't prepared for, and few fights he isn't ready to lead head on. This makes the Dark Angels have a very Knights of the Round Table vibe. They look like the Knights of old with these large suits of power armor, often donning robes and hoods. Their names also follow this. They have like Ezekiel, Azrael, Belial, Samuel, and so on. However, the common thing associated with Dark Angels are the Fallen, a part of their faction that turned traitor against the Imperium.
One of these scenarios. The guys that ruin it for everyone.
And they are very heavily trying to expunge all knowledge of them from existence. Fallen? What Fallen? Never heard of any Fallen. Do you know about the Fallen? We're gonna take you away and mind probe you to make sure you have never heard of the Fallen. They definitely don't exist, and if they do exist, which they don't, we will find them even though they don't exist. They love their interrogations.
Okay, chat, next stream we're mind probing. You heard it here.
They thrive in it. Lionel Johnson is a scorched earth policy sometimes, and it's given to his sons in force, which makes sense considering that when the Lion heard of a Chaos Primarch on a homeworld different Primarch, whose mom was there, he was like, let's nuke it. The Dark Angels are a special group where they formulate themselves into 3 different factions. The Deathwing Terminators, slow-moving, tough phalanx. The Raven Wing, fast jet bikes and flyers. And the Green Wing, which is your standard Marines. They are a jack of all trades, but not in the sense where they're good at everything, but rather they have a lot of things that are good at specific things. Like instead of 20 people that have a multi-tool, they instead have 20 people with gigantic power tools for every job imaginable. If you like being suspicious about
that's kind of efficient in a way, right? Everyone has their one specialty, and that's your specialty.
Everyone and everything in your surroundings, but you also like to have a whole lot of deep night type lore. Run the Dark Angels.
The One Piece! The One Piece is real!
Oh, no.
Our second Legion is a special one.
What?
If you can see,
Emperor's
the numbers
Children.
all go to
Third Legion. Wait, what happened to the second Legion? Wait, did we? What?
11.
The Emperor's Children. Allegiance, traitor. Primarch, Fulgrim, a perfectionist, an artist, a sneaky snaky snake. And the single word descriptor,
Did he not say the second Legion up next? Am I stupid? This second Legion. Am I not stupid? Are you? Wait, there's no second Legion? Doesn't exist then? I don't know. Why is there second Legion? And then we go straight to third. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah. The
Sure.
numbers all go to 11.
The Emperor's Children. Allegiance, traitor. Primarch,
There's no such
Fulgrim,
thing?
a perfectionist,
Oh.
an artist, a sneaky snaky snake. And the single word
I
descriptor,
see.
perfection. The Emperor's Children are all about the
I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing anything, and then we did go from 1 to 3, and then he was just playing a meme there on the second Legion then.
pursuit of perfection. Perfection in all they do. Perfection in war, in artistry, and perfection in every other aspect of life. Their armor is a gleaming pink,
dope.
purple, and gold.
I like them.
Their ships have spires of gorgeous marble and gold statues in their honor. Fulgrim is a man who believes the pursuit of perfection is the goal of all things. And I mean, look at him. Can you truly tell me that he is not perfect? The hair, the features. As Primarchs go, he is the one you look at, and if 40K had a guy that would give you the best sex you've ever had and never call you back, this is the fucking guy. Which is
What a great way to explain a leader to someone. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
why this pursuit of decadence led them to the evils of
That
chaos.
was great.
Yes. Emperor's Children are our first Chaos Legion, and not just a normal one.
Oh.
One devoted to, you guessed it, Slaanesh,
Oh,
the Prince of
that makes
Pleasure,
sense.
God of unspeakable excess. The Emperor's Children in their pursuit are now horrifyingly mutated beings through Slaanesh's great will. They torture and
Good old Slanesh, am I right? Am I right? Corrupting them. No, not actually. I'm sorry.
maim to feel perfection through pain. They screech and attack with sonic weaponry for perfection through sound, and they slaughter, aiming for perfection in war. Fulgrim himself lost the battle against Slaanesh as a demon sword corrupted his mind and transformed him into the sexy man he was, into the sexy snake he is now. A demon Primarch, corrupted and bringing his legion's will by himself.
I'm sorry, he might have been corrupted by a demon sword and everything, yada yada yada. He still looks freaking sick in his new form.
As far as Emperor's Children go, they are some bad people. They do horrible things to anyone and everything. In fact, they're such trolls that their battle cry is for the Emperor, despite being horribly mutated and corrupted. If you've ever taken a little too much of a drug, or maybe the music at a concert was too loud and you didn't bring any earplugs, or whatever the reason, you just take all those things and you dial it and you dial it and you twist it and the knob breaks. And that is the Emperor's Children.
So they're literally just massive trolls. Not massive trolls, massive twisted trolls. They like to troll the area, like to troll everything too. It's so funny. Like I love these little quirks that these legions have and these different groups have, because they're literally, like you said, they are under Slaanesh, they're under that tormented side of things, right? But then there are war cries for the Emperor, because they don't, like, they're just freaking bamboozling them out here.
Is dead. God, we mean dead.
What is this
and
one?
we have killed him.
The Iron Warriors. Allegiance, traitor. Primarch, Perturabo, a warlord, a siege smith, an incel. Single word descriptor, siege. Continuing the trend of our Chaos Legions, we have the Iron Warriors led by Primarch Perturabo of Olympia. To understand the Iron Warriors, though, one must first understand Perturabo. A man so bitter coffee beans run for light. A man who hates the world and everyone in it, who never got recognition for his deeds, who hates his brothers and hates their accomplishments even.
One of these dudes, the guys who just want everyone to suffer because he's suffering and he hates everything. So everything must suffer alongside with him.
Even more. Someone so laughably petty, so incredibly bitter that he goes full circle to becoming likable. Why? Because he's competent. The Horus Heresy. We didn't talk about the Horus Heresy. Intermission.
Okay, intermission.
So Horus was the Emperor's favorite son, right? You know, so the Emperor walked into his room. Horus said, Dad, I just gifted 150 subs to Amaranth, and she said my name a ton, and she loved me for it. I really think that I might get to meet her one day. And it kind of played out something like this.
Your feelings for her are not real. They are real to me!
And then it started playing out a little bit more like this.
Let the seas boil. Let the stars fall. So it takes the last drop of my
This goes
blood.
hard. I don't know what this is, but that goes hard.
So Iron Warriors, the Horus Heresy wouldn't have.
Warhammer, this is a question for chat or YouTube if you guys are watching it by now. Is Warhammer one of these franchises that will release things that contradicts previous things? You know what I mean? You know when they have the lore plot holes and they release like a massive drop way out yonder and it completely like irrelevates past events? Or is it more of like a continuous and everything smooths nicely and you normally don't have those bumps in the road?
Have gotten shit done without Peter Turbo. Imagine an entire faction that is the personification of brutal industrialism, where you serve the Legion until your dying breath. You build and you kill and you siege and you kill and you literally summon demons just to take them and trap them in machines and use them as cannon fodder. This is a thing they do. They summon demons to trap and use as shock troops. The Iron Warriors are siege warfare incarnate. They are heavy weapons, they are tanks, they are turrets, and they don't die. They hate Imperials, they hate Imperial fists.
Do you need a pacifier, Iron Baby? No, no, I don't.
They are bitter incarnate. Perturabo and the Iron Warriors don't serve the Chaos Gods because they like them. They serve them because fuck you.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Not another speeding ticket. I'll fight it in court, but I don't think they're gonna accept gotta go fast as a medical condition.
The White Scars.
Oh my gosh, Sonic, the Legion, incoming. Let's go.
Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Jagatai Khan. A speed demon, a plain strider, a roast god. Single word descriptor, speed. Hailing from Chagoris. The White Scars are all about speed. They love melee, but they love it even more when they are doing it from a motorcycle or land speeder. Or honestly, just running really damn fast. The White Scars are honestly forgotten about a lot, and that's lore accurate. They are a legion that doesn't seek the recognition or glory from the combat they engage in. They engage in it because it is their duty and because they love it. Not in the insane slaughter enjoyment of loving it, but in the thrill of the fight. They are known as the
so they're literally just vibing. They're a 5-check or a farming because they go super fast faction. That's what they do. And they're like, oh, shoot, we got to go to war. Let's go, boys. Okay. But they're not seeking anything. And that's why they're forgotten about.
Interesting. Killers, because they ride into battle with a smile on their face and a chuckle in their throat. And as you can tell by their Primarch's name, they are Mongolian based. Remove horses and replace them with motorcycles and land spears, and that's your style. They are heavily based on the old times of Genghis Khan, and consider this is 40K and everybody's evil. You know, that fits. The White Scars are actually physical scars on their body, going back to their heritage on Chagoris. The Khan himself is kind of a dickhead, but a reasonable one. He thinks ahead, he's intelligent, he's patient. He is often underestimated because he doesn't scream his accomplishments from the rooftops, which is what makes him and the White Scars dangerous. His skills are kept at bay, only to be truly shown when the time is needed. The White Scars are a forgotten legion often, but that doesn't diminish their accomplishments. This
is one of the legions that is just cooking. You know, like when you have someone who's just off way out yonder in his own lane, staying his own lane, and you don't know anything about him, that's the White Scars. You don't know when they're gonna explode, and you don't know what they're dealing with if they do.
It surprise those who underestimate them. Speed, awesome Mongolian vibe they got going on, and if you really like to stab people, that's the White Scars for you. Shameless thirst break.
This is Dog. Woof, 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 woof.
Woof, bitch. The Space Wolves. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Lehman Russ.
Look at
him. A savage, the Undertaker. Single word descriptor. Wolf, 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 wolf. There's so many goddamn wolf units. Skater, how many units in the Space Wolves Codex have the word wolf in their name?
13?
The Space Wolves are the 6th Legion and hail from Fenris, a frozen wasteland of a...
Space Fairies? Do they all have a codex? Do all these Space Marine Legions have a codex? Also, if you are watching, tell me down below what your favorite Space Marine Legion is, because I am curious what you guys also like. I love seeing what you guys like is what I'm trying to say. So comment that down below.
World with their Primarch, Lehman Russ. I don't really need to spend a whole lot of time talking about the Space Wolves because it's very obvious who they are. They are the second most like obvious what their shtick is legion in the 20 legions besides the World Eaters. When you look at the Space Wolves behind, what do you see? Do you see Vikings in space? You've done it.
No, we did
Congratulations,
it!
you have found Vikings
Okay.
in space. But they have as
Congrats.
much in common with a regular Marine as an all-day Viking with like a Roman soldier. You see, as a Space Marine, your body is so enhanced that you filter out poison, and so you can't get drunk. The Space Wolves distill a special
That's
mead
cool.
out of a horrible poisonous plant that would kill a normal human, so they could get drunk. They have fangs in their mouths. They sometimes
Interesting.
cannibalize their enemies.
Wait, what?
Sometimes they eat people because they gain knowledge about them from there and about battle plans. The Space Wolves are savages. They're raiders. They're Vikings. But despite all of this, they are loyal
You know
to
what though?
their
No. I said what? Like I'm acting as surprised, but they're a Viking region. They're a Viking legion, and that's a Viking. Right? That is how a Viking act or used to act back in the day when we had them everywhere. That is just history accurate fighting or history accurate Viking put into this lore.
poor. Leman Russ is an egotistical guy who just shouts stories and tales of his accomplishments everywhere they can. But at the same time, he was so damn loyal that instead of gunning down his foes, he hit him with a fucking backbreaker to show his devotion to wrestling. If you want Vikings in space, you found it. Play the Vikings in space.
We're gonna build the wall. We have no choice. We have no choice. Build that wall. Build that wall. Build that wall.
The Imperial Fists. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Rogel Dorn.
Oh, look at
a
him.
builder, a phalanx, and he needs a hand. Single word descriptor. Fortify. The Imperial Fists are led by Primarch Rogel Dorn, their homeworld of Inuit. However, they themselves are actually a fleet-based chapter, with their main source of recruitment coming from an enormous moon-sized ship called the Phalanx. The Fists are a chapter you think of when you think of duty. They love to serve. The love to serve and the inability to be moved. Rogel Dorn is an architect, a master builder, and basically a rock in brain and body. A lack of humor or ability to lie shows that he is as blunt as the weapons of war he creates.
So he's literally just like, I won't call him a super soldier because he's not a super soldier, but kind of that same idea. He's just there to serve whatever and whatever.
The swords he makes, but like blunt, strong weapons. The Fists are the same. Take your archetypical American Marine style look, a buzz cut, a hard sense of duty, and then throw in some power armor and a love for building defenses.
The music
and you have
switch
the
up.
Imperial Fists. They are immovable.
Nice.
When you find a spot, they're ready to defend. You can't breach them. Their knowledge of defense.
So they're riot shield campers from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I'm sorry. No, they're not. I understand. Sorry.
Warfare is paramount. Without them, the Horus Heresy would have been so much more effective, but thanks to their insane and immovable tenacity, the Imperium lives today. And let's not forget that Iron Warrior and Imperial Fist rivalry. Want to know why the Iron Warriors are so bitter? These guys are the reason why.
Hey, guys! Bring the thing! Where is he going?
Oh, that's where he's going. I too would be bitter against him. Me too, Mr. Iron Man. Me too. Yeah.
Hey, that could have killed me! Hey, guys! We missed! Get another!
Dorn and Perturabo are basically
You know what? I see why they're bitter. I see why they're bitter. And I'm going to assume that all these factions, or at least, all these legions kind of have like mini vendettas against each other. More some than others, but there's always like probably like I should not call this cute interactions, but like quirky interactions between them.
two sides of the same coin. One is just a bit more level-headed and got better jobs. If you want to be defensive, to be good at everything Space Marines are good at, bolters, heavy weapons, vehicles, you want a classic military fighting force,
This is
start
a
fisting.
I am having a very bad day.
night
Today
Crash
is one
Out
of the worst
Legion.
days.
Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go.
Okay.
The Night Lords.
Ooh.
Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Conrad Kurz. A sadist, a vigilante, depresso espresso. Single word, fear. The Night Lords are my favorite legion, hailing from Nostromo, and their Primarch, Conrad Kurz. They are a traitor legion from a planet known as the Sunless World, or the World of Endless Night. Nostromo.
Oh, so that's why they're all evil and like depresso espresso, because they come from that. Wait, do you guys see this bottom left? Bro, he's yelling at us in the subtitle.
Is a horrible hive city that is known for being host to some of the worst gang violence, murder, and working conditions around. The only thing keeping the population in check is the suicide rate. The Night Lords followed in the footsteps.
Whoa. I guess. Okay, I guess. Gloomy, dark world. You know, okay, I guess. That's crazy that that's the only thing keeping your population in check.
Primarch, a man who believed in a twisted sense of justice and that the only way to make humans compliant is through fear. The Legion's lesson has been lost on them, as their ranks were repopulated by gang members, murderers, arsonists, torturers, and other words I can't say on YouTube, as young as 12 years old. Murderers before they were even teenagers, raised to become demigods.
Yeah, but if you have a society based on fear, this is what happens. Because you can kind of fear them into doing whatever you want. You use your fear tactic, you peer pressure them, you kind of bully them, and then you're like, this is what you're doing, or else you're gone. And then that just snowballs into this big legion, dark legion.
Now, fear is what they sow, and flesh is what they reap. The Night Lords are scum. They are the exact opposite of all other legions. They torture and they maim and they flay because they think it's fun. They run away often so they can come back and kill you with more numbers. They prey on the innocent and the weak. They kill normal civilians because it's easy and flee any battle where they don't possess overwhelming odds. They are the antithesis of normal Space Marines. They are scum. One time, a world did not comply to their demands, so they raided one of their ships and brought it into atmosphere. The crowds cheered and clapped as it appears that they had won the battle, and the airlocks opened, and the skinned and flayed bodies of the crew were thrown down in the populace. In other
That's horrifying. But now I understand just to what degree they go to get their point across.
words,
Stop.
a legion of gangers and criminals. Add together a heavy Slavic influence to them.
Damn.
You've got my favorite faction.
You have not done the dishes.
I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy to think that they do have a cool backstory, tragic backstory, as much as it is planet blown up, whatever, tragic, fear, gloomy, depresso. It was cool, okay?
5 years.
Blood angels.
When people come over here.
What does it matter? You bring them over, you kill them. Vampires don't do dishes.
The Blood Angels. Allegiance, loyal. Primarch, sanguineous. An angel, a vampire, a dead-ass motherfucker. Single word descriptor, blood. The Blood Angels are 9th Legion, hailing from the homeworld of Baal, with their Primarch, Sanguinius. The Blood Angels are a tragic tale with one of the best Primarchs, one beloved by almost everybody, a genuine angelic figure who led his people to glory, killed by the hands of the traitor Horus before the Emperor's eyes. The death of their Primarch led the entire Legion to madness as their gene seed malfunctioned and created something known as the Black Rage. The Blood Angels degrade over time, experiencing something called the Red Thirst, which gives them a genuine vampiric thirst for blood. As their minds degrade and break down, they get angrier and angrier, becoming berserk killing machines with no other goal than to tear everything in sight apart. But they don't see it as that. They see themselves there at their Primarch's demise.
I don't think any of these legions see themselves as these legions. All right? Like, they're all proud in what they do, and they don't realize how brutal they are because they're proud, and that is their normal regime.
With Horus in sight. And to them,
so sad, though.
It's time for vengeance. That Space Marine over there, that Chaos Space Marine, that's Horus. Kill him. That Orc War Boss over there, Horus. Kill him. That Tyranid Swarm, 1,000 Horuses. Horai.
So
kill them all.
They're just tunnel visioned on kill Horus. They're vendetta galore. They are seeking a vengeance for the rest of their life.
Your
Internal
toast come out
vengeance.
a little bit burnt. Horus sabotaged your toaster. Destroy it. Destroy it. Do it. Do it. Kill your toaster. Do it. This slow, debilitating disease takes over the blood angels, and it gives them this angelic, vampire, and Catholic-inspired imagery. They have chalices of blood. They rest in coffins and can even use psychic powers to sprout angel wings from their bodies. They are a tragedy through and through, and the only thing that will look more tragic are the mangled bodies of those they come in contact with.
Well, yeah, of course, of course. They're seeking vengeance. They have no mercy for literally anyone and everyone that crosses their path, because they will blame you for the rest of your life for the death of their leader, for the death of their emperor. So here on out, that is just fire to the field to fuel them and push them all this way up there. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. I don't know. Iron Hands. Is this a party legion?
The Iron Hands.
Are we partying?
Allegiance, loyalist. Primarch, Ferrus Manus, a machinist, an inventor, and not a great head on his shoulders. Single
Does he
word,
no head?
Bionics.
Oh.
The Iron Hands are from the home planet of Medusa and their Primarch, Ferrus Manus. Does Ferrus Manus have an iron hand? You fucking know he's got an iron hand. The Iron Hands believe that the flesh is weakness. But despite all of their enhancements, despite all the things that made them demigods, replacing some of the flesh with bionics will allow them to serve the Emperor more. They go hard into vehicles and dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts being giant walking sarcophagi that have wounded space marines piloting them from the inside. Vehicles, metal upgrades. These are the things that make up this legion. Their tech marines have servo arms sticking out from all directions. They have a wide array of mechanics and extremely often replace limbs with metal ones, serving all kinds of different functions to deal with their enemies. The Iron Hands are also not particularly nice. They're kind of assholes. I mean,
I'm sorry, Bricky. I'm sorry to stop you here. What faction is particularly nice here? What? Am I missing something? What? Is there a faction that is nice that I just don't understand?
Marines are already normally pretty big assholes, but they're a little bit up there because of their flesh, civilians made of flesh, because you see, the flesh is weak. Flesh is corruptible. Bionics, the strength of the machine is pure and cannot so easily be corrupted. So if you want people who have this little techno fetishistic vibe to them that love their vehicles and their walking coffins, hit up the Iron Hands.
Understand, Commander.
Does anyone think when they hear bionics, do you guys also remember Bionicles by Lego, or is that just me? Does that show my age? I don't know if that shows my age. Anytime I hear bionics, that is what I'm thinking about, is Bionicles.
I was never here.
Is this Legion also dead? Gone. Wiped from the face of the planet. Okay, so we don't have two. Okay, we don't have a second Legion anymore, and we don't have an 11th Legion anymore, and there's probably a lore that goes behind them. They're probably just both wiped from existence. My best bet. That'd be my best bet.
Well, hello there. I have returned from
break time.
touching grass. I know.
Oh.
I'm pretty cool with the grass touching him.
Is this
Now let's continue our Warhammer lecture.
Ruffles my jammy.
So they did. No, we just skipped over them again. Man, I'm going, oh no. I'm now going to have to go learn the lore of what's happening with the 2nd and the 11th Legion. Okay.
Okay, so what's going on here? I am a super sandwich!
The World Leaders. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Angron. A butcher, a slaughterer.
Like extremely, earth-shatteringly, unreasonably fuck-ass mad.
Single word descriptor, anger. Hey you! Yeah, you. Are you mad? Do you just fucking hate everything? Do you want to murder everything in sight and get rewarded for doing so? Then you should join the World Leaders. Home planet of Nuceria and Primarch Angron, who, if the name didn't suggest, is real fucking angry. Angron was raised a slave, forced to fight in gladiator pits. When he refused, they shoved old world tech into his brain so that if he ever felt any emotion other than anger, it caused him extreme pain. All his sons, wanting to be like their dad, also put a version of these nails in their brain. So now you have an entire legion who literally feel unimaginable pain if they are feeling any emotion other than anger.
What?
Slap them with a freight train of armor, 2 goddamn chainsaw axes, and you can see what's gonna happen. It's no wonder they're corrupted by corn. They're honestly a surprisingly sad legion that I actually
You know what that kind of reminds me of? This is also a niche reference. I made one of these niche references in the past video if you guys were watching alongside me. It reminds me of like because they like pain and like putting the nails in their head and stuff. It reminds me, it's probably the inspo. I don't know how much he likes Warhammer though. But now I'm like, I wonder if that's kind of the inspo to the Inquisitors from Mistborn. That's another, if you know, you know. I'm sorry for making these references, but you know, if you know, you know.
Up and assuming that they were all just angry murderers. I mean, they are, but they didn't start out that way. Their corn corruption degraded their intelligence, their free will, and made powerful warriors into arguably even more powerful warriors, but blunt, like frothing at the mouth psycho warriors.
Oh,
World
like
Eaters,
rabies.
like I mentioned in the Space Wolves, they wear their concept on their sleeve. They are angry, they want to kill things, they want to kill you and maybe some of their friends, and that's the faction. They're red, they're mad, they're gonna run at you and cause death. If you like that, you play the World Eaters. Or you like it because they were, you know, at one point a lot better than that. Most of Warhammer was a lot better than that. I was once a lot better than that.
What?
That was when I was in college.
What?
I didn't finish college, and neither did Angron.
It is. Hail, Caesar. It's not done by sunrise. I'll cut your balls off.
The Ultramarines. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Rabute Gilliman. That's how it's said. An Analyst, a Diplomat, a Blueberry Boy Scout. Single word descriptor, duty. When you see Space Marines on a box or just Space Marines in promotional material, notice how they are always colored blue. These are the blue Space Marines.
Wait, they kind of are, aren't they? Huh?
These ones here, the Ultramarines, who hail from the world of Macrogg with their Primarch, Rabute Gorilla Man. Ultramarines are the white bread of Space Marines, the grilled chicken with salt and pepper. This is by no means an insult. They are plain Jane, but that's also because they are so goddamn good at their job. They're skilled.
So they're the standard legion, and you know what you're getting with them because it is a standard legion, and it's a consistent standard legion. Correct.
For warfare is paramount, but so is their ability for leadership. Gilliman for a while was a damn boring Primarch for all the reasons he was great, because no matter how hard you try, you don't win a war without logistics, without supply lines, without trade routes, without infrastructure and economy. You don't win anything without all that stuff, and Gilliman knows it, which is why he has one of the largest standing empires in the Imperium, named Ultramar, which is why his sons are the most recognizable of all the Space Marines, which is why the only thing that rivals the weight of their victories is the weight of their egos.
Because they actually expanded their whole empire and were actually outsourcing everything to grow and ensure a stability for their future.
They're good at everything and bad at nothing. They are great at everything. Other legions can do other things better than them, but they are good at everything. The most interesting thing about the Ultramarines is their characters, as they are all now inflicted with various amounts of ultra depression for many reasons. Gilliman is, at the time of recording, the only playable Primarch currently on the tabletop, and the only one that has returned to the 41st millennium for the Loyalist side. He took one look at what his empires become and immediately wanted to fucking die. Being forced to lead everything he once hated, an Imperium rotten to its core with his sole responsibility to save it, is kind of what makes him interesting. They are a perfectly standard legion with perfectly standard ideals, and great if you want a simple, clean slate.
Stinky. Funny poop. Poop funny.
The Death Guard. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Mortarian. A Reaper, a Poison, an ungodly stench. Single word descriptor, rot. The Death Guard hail from Barbaros, with the Primarch Mortarian. The 14th Legion were known for their incredible resilience to damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Where the Imperial Fists were defensive thanks to tactics and posturing, the Death Guard were resilient because they could take a punch or a gut shot or a cannon to the chest and just keep on moving. They are slow, yet they are resistant, which was only confounded as a Death Guard captain, Typhus, codename Dickhead, sold them out to Nurgle.
That's his co-head? That's wait. His code wait. Our
captain, Typhus, codename Dickhead, sold them out to Nurgle, god of rot and decay.
Hi,
Now, the
Nurgle.
Death Guard are a Nurgle-worshipping infected legion whose
It's like
ability
got
to feel
sold out?
pain and take damage has all but just gone away. They wade through gunfire, able to kill normal Marines 10 times over and continue unharmed, all while spreading rot and disease in the name of their dark, very stinky master. Where the Death Guard enter, plague spreads. People get sick and they die. They spread debilitating disease to all around them.
I mean, look at them. You just gotta look at them, and that's what they scream and shout.
Would a legion need to be anything more than very tanky when their enemies are falling over, puking, firing out of both ends, and having their skin peel off just by their presence? Entire worlds infested with a zombie rot, swarms of insects that eat flesh and metal alike, all while the legion advances slowly, painfully, allowing the disease they spread to take its toll before they reap the lives they believe belong to them. And look at Mortarian's model, dude. The man is baller as fuck.
I'm not gonna lie. Listen, when I see a good figurine, I can admire a good figurine. Unless it's kind of a fire figurine, guys.
Gigantic moth with a gigantic scythe. Come on now. The Death Guard.
It's pretty.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
The Thousand Sons. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Magnus the Red. A scholar, a sorcerer, a fucking nerd. Single word descriptor, magic. The Thousand Sons hail from their homeworld of Prospero, with their Primarch Magnus the Red. The final of our 4 major Chaos God factions.
Magus the Red. The Scream magician magic name. His name is literally Magus the Red. The
Thousand Sons are disciples of Ziehefzie, the Changer of Ways. Heavily inspired by their Egyptian theming, the Legion themselves are slaves to the god of trickery and change. Most of them no longer even having a physical form, reduced to just dust, piloting suits of armor at the whim of a sorcerer leader. The Thousand Sons do not deserve their fate. There's a common joke that Magnus did nothing wrong. This is untrue. He has done much wrong. However, he is very sympathetic, mainly because the Space Wolf.
If someone in this if anyone in this world says they did no wrong, do not believe them. That's a lie. They're gaslighting you.
Wolves and Leman Russ sought to end their rivalry through the annihilation of their legion, escaping only through the assistance of the Changer of Ways, and forever changed because of it. Meanwhile, magic is their main tool. Take some Lovecraftian style abilities, the eyes everywhere, and potent spells to be cast at their foes, whether these are bolts of psychic lightning, reversing time itself, opening up portals to unreality, or changing the very fabric of the universe. The Thousand Sons sorcery knows no bounds, and they are very good at it. If you're a fan of like wizards, your classic style spellcaster, and you want a ton of them, combined with a tragic backstory and a Primarch who, like Mortarian, looks fucking baller.
These gotta be a fan favorite legion, surely. Actually, that's a lie. You know what? Everyone can pick a legion, and there's so many people who enjoy like niche legions and different things that these factions are probably all beloved equally.
Sons are for you.
You fucking asshole! There's no way. You're a fucking cheater. Such a sore loser. You're a cheater. My dad works at Nintendo.
The Sons of Horus, or the Luna Wolves, or the Black Legion. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Horus, a warlord, a treasured friend, or the traitor himself. Single word descriptor, assault. The Sons of Horus are the formal name of Horus's legion, hailing from the world of Chthoniya. The Sons of Horus themselves were assault troops. The strength of their attack was some of the most powerful.
Chat, I think that's now 3 worlds that are blowing up. 1 was disappeared, and 2 legions are non-existent. If I'm tracking correctly, I think that's where we're at so far.
The strength of their attack was some of the most powerful in the legions. While the White Scars may favor speed for their strikes, the Sons of Horus were known for their overall offensive power. It was even said that if the Sons of Horus met the Imperial Fists, they would be at a stalemate for eternity. However, the Sons of Horus are no longer, because, well, they are now instead the Black Legion, led by Abaddon the Despoiler, who claims to succeed where his father failed. are still an offensive and assault-based force, but they act much like the Ultramarines, but for chaos. Your standard black and brass Space Marine, who are known for recruiting in all different kinds of avenues. Anyone can become a member of the Black Legion. Anyone can swear allegiance to the War Master. You gain favored by not just one, but all 4 gods equally. Their famous line, "Let the galaxy burn," is the best way to describe them. It doesn't
excuse me. Their favorite line is "Let the galaxy burn." Let the galaxy burn.
Doesn't matter what the outcome is, so long as the Imperium dies, the Black Legion has done its job. They are a legion formed from hatred and spite, with a clear goal in mind, as the Dark Gods are calling, and the Black Legion are sure to answer.
Hello. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
Oh.
It wasn't fucking optional!
The word
Excuse me?
bearers. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Lorgar Aurelian, a preacher, a fanatic, a choir boy.
Yeah, you know what? These boys can't be trusted. I don't need to hear any more. They cannot be trusted.
Scriptor, zeal. If the Black Legion answer the call of the Dark Gods, what if instead you decide to call the gods first? Well, then the word bearers are for you. The 17th Legion, led by Primarch Lorgar on the planet of Colchis. Originally obsessed with worshiping the Emperor of Mankind as a god, they found that despite his divinity, he was not worthy of worship because, you know, he raised their equivalent of Jerusalem to the ground for daring to worship him.
Okay,
like,
never mind.
could you imagine if God actually showed up and was just like, Jerusalem is stupid, it just destroyed the whole thing? Like, what would that do to your head? But there are gods that want worship and will reward those who do. The word bearers are chaos worshippers to a T. All chaos gods. They specialize in demonic rituals, the summoning of demons, and the mutual possession of their own troops. They welcome demons to their bodies to fight as one. They exalt the dark gods themselves for aid, and guess what? They answer. In the world of
oh my god. See, this is why. You know what? I told them you cannot trust them. You cannot touch them.
40K, Satan doesn't just call you back. He hops in his GT Mustang and he crashes on your couch. In the world of 40K, your rituals will end with genuine results. The word bearers know this. They know through sacrifices, through devotion, through dark baptism, the gods will answer and they will be rewarded. So they use it. They bring forth demons. They bring forth possessions. They bring forth the power of the Neverborn, the damned, and those that hide in the dark to bear against the Imperium. Lorgar sits there, smiling, as the truth he always knew, the existence of gods and the importance of faith, is a reality. And it is a tool he is using to rend the galaxy.
Dear Sir Stroke
Salamanders!
Fire! Exclamation mark. Fire!
What is going on with these guys?
Help me!
The Salamanders. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Vulcan, a Forge Master, a Behemoth, a very huggy boy. Single word descriptor, fire. The Salamanders hail from Nocturne.
Well, you know what? That's a dead giveaway. That is a dead giveaway. When their leader or whatever is named Vulcan, that is a dead giveaway that this is a Legion of Fire.
Volcanic planet home to their Primarch Vulcan. They are the largest of the Space Marines, not due to numbers, but rather size. Vulcan, he is an enormous slab of beef, by far the largest of all Primarchs.
I thought, okay, hold on. I thought there was some slight exaggeration going on, that he was a massive slab of beef. There's no exaggeration going on.
Don't let his size fool you, as he is also the kindest. Salamanders have the juxtaposition of looking frightening, being larger than other Marines, while also boasting an ashy, like coal color skin and blazing red eyes, while simultaneously carrying around all manner of flame weaponry. So your average civilian might be spooked, but in reality, they are by far the kindest of all the legions to those civilians. Vulcan believes that to safeguard the Imperium is to, at the end of the day, safeguard its people. So unlike other legions who put their lives far and above the average human, the salamanders spend significantly more time trying to save them, often taking numerous losses by doing so. They are very independent as well. They're forgers and blacksmiths, maintaining their own weapons and crafting versions of it. They also have the very rare privilege of being able to see their families even after becoming a space marine. They care, which is the funny part, because the 7.5-foot tall giant with flaming red eyes who just reduced a traitor to bubbling metal says, "You have nothing to fear, young citizen. Take my hand." If you enjoy fire, melting things,
we like
and being
them.
the
We like these guys, right? We're salamander fans in the chat, correct?
The Marines,
Yippee!
salamanders are for you.
Saga, sneak attacks don't work if you yell it out loud.
The Raven Guard. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Corvus Corax. A raven, a shadow, an industrial dance
they're
DJ.
cool. They're
Single
cool.
word descriptor, stealth. The Raven Guard are the final Loyalist Legion at 19 and hail from the planet Deliverance with Primarch Corvus Corax. If it hasn't been made clear enough already, the Raven Guard are stealth specialists and proficient in all manners of assassination. Despite this, their signature winged jump pack and double lightning claw look is, well, not very stealthy. They're named after, of course, the Raven and embody the entire concept of it as a herald of death. They are stealthy, patient hunters.
Wait, look at, oh, I like they even actually look like a raven. I think this might be fan art though, right? But even then, they look like them.
That have no problem with waiting and waiting and waiting until the moment to strike is at hand. It's not easy being a stealth faction when your stealth involves people in 1 ton of power armor, but they find a way. That, more than anything, should not be used to show how ridiculous 40k is, even though it is, but rather to show how good the Raven Guard are at their jobs. It's not about them sneaking around you without being seen, but it's also about them having lied in wait for so long that it wasn't until they were in striking distance that you even realized they had been there. And also, if you want, you know, edgelord Marine, the long black haircut, pale skin, ravens everywhere, if you want to feel the assassins and snipers abound, then the Raven Guard are for you.
It could be in this very room.
Alpha
It could be
Legion.
you. It could be
This
me.
is our final one, right? Our 20th Legion?
Even.
Oh, whoa.
It was obvious.
The Alpha Legion. Allegiance, Heretic.
Hey, Heretic,
Primarch,
are you sure?
Alfarius and Omegon. Saboteurs, destabilizers, they're in your walls. Single word descriptor, espionage. Finally, the 20th Legion, the Alpha Legion, led by Alfarius and Omegon, the only Legion to have 2 Primarchs who were split as twins.
Oh,
the
that's
Alpha
cool.
Legion
That's
are
cool.
heretical. We think and specialize in destabilization of society and armies. Their entire shtick is the Hydra, because when you cut off one head, 2 more take its place. All of the Alpha Legion look exactly like their Primarch. Olive skin, shaved head. All claim to be Alfarius. All are liars. They make the
Wait, so they're just gaslighting everyone that they're all Alfarius. They're like, yes, we are Alfarius, you are Alfarius, we all are Alfarius, that's what we are.
largest use of sleeper cells and cultists in the Chaos Space Marine factions.
I do really admit, and I do love this about Warhammer lore, is the use of science and the use of DNA modifications and etc. I think that's such a cool part to the story. I don't know if you guys remember or you listened to me in the intro, if you guys even made it there. I don't know. I think I said that. I was a biotechnology major. So this is like, I love stuff like this. Like, yes, screw up that DNA. I don't know. I had to pause. I let you guys know. This is fantastic.
Extremely easy to take over a planet when you
poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses.
Where the Raven Guard use stealth and sabotage to eliminate their enemies, the Alpha Legion prefer to weaken them over time with sleeper agents, impersonations, basically anything you can imagine from a hardcore spy movie or Cold War level espionage. Being Alfarius is not only an honor, being Alfarius is a requirement. There's a story of someone chasing down an Alpha Legion agent for years upon years, and when they finally catch up with them and they see them, they see that the agent is wearing the same face as their pursuer, because this was the plan all along, to kill him and take his spot. We're talking facial reconstruction surgery, we're talking hacking, we're talking political assassination and impersonation, everything.
All the
They are
above.
Space Marines in name only, because being a strong stoic warrior is not what the Alpha Legion is interested in. In fact, the Alpha Legion is interested in you not even knowing that the Alpha Legion is a thing. I am Alfarius. You are Alfarius.
We all are
Alfarius in his Lord's glorious army. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a little something. I hope if you were on the fence about what Space Marines you wanted to field, you would now have a better idea of what you want to play. Buy my gamer sub shaker. It's on sale. It's on pre-order. It's ready to go. Just get it. Just get it. Use code Bricky. It's in the description. Just get it. And a huge thank you to all of my patrons over on patreon.com/Bricky and the members on the YouTube channel. Your names are here. I thank you a ton. You are all very generous. And oh, I need to answer a question. Have you ever attempted to touch grass but end up touching the Destiny 2 loading screen? Oh, damn it.
That moment when. That moment when.
Yeah.
Cute. Okay, that was good. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Holy moly, that was awesome. Thank you guys so much for the recommendation. As always, if you have any more videos of this that you want to recommend to me, explain, I will be doing, when I get the time for sure, I will be doing these videos right here, the faction re-explain. You will have those up when I get the time to go react to them. So those ones are going to be done. But if there's any outside of those ones that you would like to see, please comment down them below. I'm always interested. I'm always up for suggestions. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, I don't know. Oh, let's just comment down like a sword emoji or something basic. We'll do a sword emoji. So comment down the sword emoji if you made it all the way to the end of this video. And I will catch you guys all on the flip side. Goodbye.